Welcome again to the Play Space Live and our baseball in-season set show. Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is producing tonight's show. And we're ready to play some in-season baseball. We talked a couple weeks ago about how we were going to approach this in-season set. We've actually been doing an in-season set since 2013, the very first season that we released, very first year of History Maker Baseball. We got the idea to do cards like as the season was mostly done. And I remember that first year I traveled to San Diego and played out the World Series before it actually happened with Al Wilson, and Ed Meek was there, and Brian Wojtowicz was there. A number of guys were there. It was hard to believe it was 12 years ago, or I guess 11 years ago. But anyway, that was the start of the in-season set. We've done an in-season set every year except during the COVID years. We resumed it in 2022. And we talked a couple weeks ago because we've been so scrambling for with all the football releases, and we really, actually since the basketball game came out, the Highlight Maker Hoops Primetime, we've just been kind of scrambling to keep up. Everything's been running behind. So we talked about whether we were going to do a in-season card set this year or maybe just do the trading card quick rate package approach. And actually, we're going to wind up doing both. So our game plan for tonight is to show you the printed cards, which, of course, you can also get as a PDF. Kind of give you a tour of this year's in-season set. And then we'll introduce something new, the do-it-yourself rate cards, which kind of riffs off the do-it-yourself cards we've used for our golf tournament at the convention, also the tennis tournament. The tennis game comes with do-it-yourself cards. We actually, use a pencil or a pen and circle the qualities that you want. It's a little more challenging for baseball because there's more qualities. But we prepared some cards, and we'll show you how that works. I printed off the Rockies' statistics to their season so far, which have not been very good, admittedly. But we'll make a couple of players who did not make the cut for the in-season set and just show you how it's done. So that's our game plan for tonight. Let's get to it. Let's go to the table cam and show you the cards. First of all, this is the packet. I guess this is probably more centered, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to push that other stuff kind of off to the side.
Oh yeah, this is all my work materials for what's coming up. The Rocky stats and stuff. This looks probably this looks about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's more or less.
Pretty good. All right.
I gotta fix this camera though.
What's wrong with the camera? Is it too far out? Too far out? Too far up?
No, it's just the colors are not right. Well, you can go.
All right. So here's the package. This is the cover for it. Here are what the cards look like. I'm going to go to open this up. This is what you'll get. It's our express card format. I like to call it the Cracker Jack card format. It's about the size of the cards that used to come in the. They're actually a little bit bigger. The cards that used to come in the Cracker Jack boxes, little mini cards. We did add a little bit of splash of color this year. We have what I'm calling faux logos. I just basically chose a letter and added team colors, but so they're not the actual team logos. We obviously couldn't do that, but it kind of gives you a sense. And I was thinking just before the stream tonight, it's like these teams there are so many teams that have so many alternate logos and alternate uniforms anymore. I mean, that's become a big moneymaker for a big merchandise thing for really all professional sports teams. So it's not hard to imagine these are like alternate logos that we've made up on our own. So there's Los Angeles and Minnesota, New York. You can see.
The logo, you kind of need to hold it up to the camera.
Oh, well, I don't know that we really need to see them. Just take my word for it. They're not. I mean, I'll show you a logo up close. Let's take Tampa Bay. There's Tampa Bay's faux logo. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
it's not anywhere close to what their real logo is, but it gives you kind of give you a sense for what team. It definitely distinguishes the teams better on your game table. Let's go through the format here. Let's get the Rockies. Let's bring up the Rockies here so we can, because we're going to be going to them anyway. And you will get umpires. We have 32 umps this year. We went back to the 32 ump formats. They're the standard format. Again, it's not. It's designed really for express. You can play full play with it. Obviously, you get more than enough cards. But we didn't feel like we needed to include all the umps for the express set. You do get 32 of the. We rated them. We included the umps that have officiated the most games. I think it's down to like 200 games. Okay, so here's the format. There's each team is the same. I mean, there's 24 players per team. Each team will have 12 batters, 12 pitchers, and we did go to lengths to make sure that the traded players were on the last team the current team that they're playing for. In previous years, last year we did this set a lot earlier. I think we put the set out early August, and we had a lot of trades that had to be caught up with. So this year we moved the players to their last team. That shouldn't be an issue. Now, likely we missed a few. If so, just let me know, and we'll post updated cards for anybody who needs to. But I'm pretty confident. I went over these. I'm pretty confident we got the major guys at least, certainly. The cards are it's a new format. We've never used this particular card design, although we have the player images, the generic player images. A couple of things are new about this year. I don't know if you can really see it. I guess I'll bring it up. We have the positions are printed out rather than abbreviated. There's also I'm just going to set this on the table and just talk about it. You can see that actually there's samples on the website. You can take a look if you want to see what these look like up close. We used a player value system that Al Wilson and Travis Jansen have worked on over the past few years. Basically includes a number of symbols. In their version, they use dollar symbols, which confused me because I felt it is sort of equated to salary cap. So, like, for example, Ezekiel Tovar would get $1 symbol, Ryan McMahon would get $2 symbols, Charlie Blackmon would get $1 symbol. I changed them to diamond symbols because it doesn't reflect their salary at all. In fact, what it reflects is the value of the qualities that they're given in the card set. It doesn't necessarily equate to their value as a player. It basically tells you who the better players are, the better rated players are, as I understand this system. And so down underneath the team name, there'll be a symbol up to 5. And of course, the more symbols you have, the better player you are. Many players don't have any symbols. A number of, the better players have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 symbols. What else? We used a larger font for the actual pitching and batting qualities, and I think really that's the only thing that's different. Let me look at my set notes here. Yes, we did include the strong and terse qualities for just a handful of pitchers who warrant them in this set. Of course, the strong qualities outlined in the rules, the 5.0 rules. The terse quality is basically the inverse of strong. It's pitchers who don't pitch very much at all. They are very short-lived. So a terse pitcher will typically only be used for an inning. And of course, we're seeing that a lot more in Major League Baseball. That's all outlined in the intro sheet that comes with the game, but just so you're aware of that. And again, it's probably, I want to say it's probably about a half dozen players who got either strong or terse. Not many, but you will see them on a couple of cards, and I don't want that to throw you for a loop. Like last year, so in previous in-season sets, we always wanted to make sure that every team had 2 catchers. And with the NL going to the DH a couple years ago, it didn't seem right to exclude, a productive player for a catcher who only appeared in a handful of games. So instead, we went back to. I mean, I would say the bulk of the teams do have 2 catchers, but there are a few that don't. I think Boston only has Colton Wong. In those cases, you can use the blank cards. Let me show you the blank cards. So here they are. So there's a set of blank cards which basically mimic the standard cards, and these have the do-it-yourself qualities on them, so you can rate them yourself. And so I would suggest if you need a catcher, I mean, if you're playing Express, you don't need to have a reserve catcher. If you're going to play full play games and you want to do an extended replay, like an extended project where you're playing through your team's rest of the season, you may want to make cards for some of these players. And that's what these blank cards are for. There's basically a team of them. There's 12 pitchers and 12 batters that come with the printed set and also with the PDF set. And that is it. That's essentially the card set. So we have found in the past that this card set there are people that don't like this set because they don't feel like it's not based on the full season. But we've found really over the past decade that 80% of these players are going to get virtually the same ratings when the full card set comes out. There will be some who will be changed by a quality or a couple qualities, but 80% of them will be significantly similar to the cards that you get here. So. I feel like it's a really good value, and it's super fun to play along with the season as it goes down, to use the players that are actually playing, and it's worth, I think, the trade-off of a quality off here and there, and of course you can always change them if you want to, but I do feel like this set is pretty indicative of the way this card set will look when we release it for real, the full season card set coming up next spring. Sounds like you're going to say something.
A couple things. First of all, people want to see Boston for some reason.
They want to see Boston.
Second of all, should I go ahead and make this live on the site, or what are we doing here?
You can make it live, I guess. Sure. I think the only thing is you need to put the links for. We have the links from the page that says this is the PDF version, this is the printed version.
I only say that because we're talking about. You can go check out the sample cards on the site. You can't check them out right now.
Oh, there are not. Oh, we didn't make the pages live.
The pages are
okay,
not
yeah.
live, no.
I guess you probably would need to have the live pages in order to see that. So yeah, I guess you can go ahead and make those live. And they want to see Boston. Yeah. All right, let me find Boston here. Keep Colorado here handy. So we got Devers, Duran, Abreu, Yoshida, Wong. There's Connor Wong. And he is the only catcher. We have Romy Gonzalez, the utility player. Casas, Valdez, Rafaela, O'Neill, Hamilton, Ref Snyder. The pitching has, Houck, Crawford, Bello, Pivetta, Criswell, Jansen, Kelly, Weissert, Bernardino, Boozer, Winkowski, and Anderson. So there you are. I don't know really what more to show you, but there they are. Lots of workmen. We do have Jansen who's a star. Houck is a star. Devers looks, typically his excellent self. Duran's got a pretty good card too. So they got a pretty good. They got a pretty good team. Looks like they're gonna hit for average and lots of sluggers. All right, so that's the set. And Sam is making that live. Let me show you the do-it-yourself aspect of this. Now we went with the Connect today. We posted the e-newsletter. We also posted the Pro Football Hall of Fame event recap. So it's been a busy day of journalism for me. I wrote a lot of stuff today, which probably explains why I'm a little bit loopy right now. So the in the Connect, there's a download for both of these cards, the small size cards, the standard size cards, and there's also a big card download. And we're going to use the big card download because if you don't want to mess around with smaller cards, you can use these bigger cards. And they're standard baseball size cards. It's essentially the same layout, the same player images, and they're just 9-up cards. Now this is the download. You can trim these up, and they'll be baseball card size. In fact, now that I think about it, you could get some clear sleeves and actually get baseball cards and put this on one side and the baseball card on the other, and have kind of a little, official looking. Anyway, add some atmosphere to your game. This is what the PDF looks like. That's right. I was going to mention you can print these out if you don't want to use the color in your machine. You can print these out black and white, and they'll come out just fine. So that's a plus too. We talked about perhaps adding a bunch of color, but we're really sensitive to people's inkjet tanks. We don't want to drain all your cyan because we know how expensive that is. So instead, there's just a splash of color which you can use, or you can perfectly well ignore and just print the black and white version, which and the different logos will makes the teams distinctive as well. Okay, so let's show you how this works with the quick trading card quick rate guide. Where'd my Rockies go? Did I put them away? No.
I think right next to you.
That's my stats.
Oh.
I want to find somebody. Here they are. I'm going to find something that's not carded for the Rockies. All All right, so it looks like the bottom guy is Hunter Goodman. Let's find somebody below him. I just printed these out a few minutes ago. All right, so I'm sorry my tabletop is such a mess. All right, where's Hunter Goodman? Here he is right here. So let's go with Chris Bryant's on the 10-day injured reserve list. We could make Chris Bryant. He's not on there, right? Let's make Chris Bryant. So we'll put Chris Bryant here. I got to make sure I talk into the mic. Please pardon my handwriting. That's one of the reasons why I went with this, because that way I don't have to write anything. All right, so first of all, it looks like he's played in 37 games, so he probably wouldn't even get the star. I wouldn't circle anything here. I'm just going to circle, the appropriate qualities. So he's going to be a right-handed batter. Let's check his batting average. He's batting .218. So I'm going to go here. Where's my card? Here it is. I want 218 is going to make him a utility. So I'm going to. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see this? I don't know if it's visible. It should be. So it says all the qualities are listed as semi-quality. So if he's just a full utility, I'm going to circle it like this. So I know that he's not a semi-utility. He is a full utility. All right, let's see what else he's got. He has hit, looks like he's hit 29, let's see, 5 doubles. No, he's hit 2 home runs out of 133 at-bats. So let's just see what he is. 133, we're going to have to double that. That's roughly 250 doubled. And we would have 4 out of 250. So he will be a semi-scrapper based on this. So because he's a semi-scrapper, I will... Oh, and I don't have Scrapper on here. How did I miss Scrapper? All right, so I've got to redo this. I think it's on this one though. Oh, so I don't have. I have to redo this. I didn't put Scrapper on the as one of the qualities. Never mind. That's why I should have checked this first. Shouldn't have spent so much time writing stuff. So I will redo this, and we'll circle semi-scrapper. Let's just say that Slugger says scrapper. I would circle this. And it would say scrapper. And then let's check to see if he's a whiffer. Let's see here. He had 13 walks in 133. That's going to probably be normal. Batter patient. Let's see. Yes, he will be 13 to 26 out of 250. He would actually be semi-eager. So we'd circle that. And you might want to take the PDF set down, because I'm going to add that. I'm going to have to change that file. I don't know. I guess you could probably leave it up. I'll put a corrected file on the. Go ahead and take it down. I'll fix it here as soon as we get done. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Like I say, I've been scrambling all day today. So let's see. He's semi-eager. Let's check and see his strikeout rate is going to be. Let's see. He struck out 48 times in 133. I think he's going to be a whiffer. I'm not even going to look it up. So again, I will circle the full whiffer here. So he'd be utility, semi-scrapper, whiffer, semi-eager. Let's check his base running. Let's see, Chris Bryant. He is going to be... he had no stolen bases. He'll be full stoic. We'll circle stoic. And the last thing that's required is his R-tote rating, and we'll just look that up on fielding. And let's see, where is he? That's usually alphabetical. There he is. He has got an R-tote of, minus 39. So, let me just check. Yeah, And the trading card quick rate guide doesn't take into account fielding because most trading cards do not have fielding qualities printed on them. So I'm just checking over some of these other guys here. Let's take a look. Yeah, lots of minuses. What did Tovar get? Tovar is, yeah, he's plus 13. So, yeah. So, clearly Bryant's going to be iron. So, not a great card for Chris Bryant. So, that's how you would rate these. And again, my apologies for omitting the scrapper quality on here. And I will fix that immediately after the broadcast. That is essentially how it works. Oh, let's do a picture.
Where are those available?
So they're
PDF downloads.
They're available in the blog section. I'm going to put them on the free stuff page here shortly. They're available currently in the blog section under the Play Connect. If you go to the free stuff, there's a free download of the first PDF in-season set that we had, the 2014 season. You can download that for free. And there's also these do-it-yourself cards. So that will again. I'm going to have to fix those immediately after the broadcast. Let's do a picture though, real quick. So the pictures are on a separate, and it looks like I printed two of these. Here we go. So here's the pictures. Let's find a pitcher who's not carded for the Rockies. Let's see. I think it's actually going to be the third page. It's a lot easier on your computer, isn't it? So who's the last pitcher is going to be Lambert. Who's below Lambert? Let's find him here. Looks like Molina would be next after him. He's not up. Oh, yeah, okay, so let's do Anthony Molina then. So 6.20. I'll write his name here. Anthony Molina. All right, so he's going to be a right-handed pitcher. Looks like he's pitched in 30 games out of 100 and something. So he, as a pitcher, that probably will give him a outline star. His ERA, he's thrown 49 innings. His ERA is at 6.20, which is going to make him a struggler, I believe. Let's see here. Here it is. 6.20, yeah, he's going to be a struggler. So we'll circle struggler, but not the dot. So he's a full struggler. He has struck out, he's thrown 49 innings of pitching, and he has struck out, let's see, he struck out 20. That's not very many. No, I'm sorry, he struck out 31. He struck out 31 in 49 innings. I think that's probably going to, well, let's find out. 49 innings pitched, that's roughly 50. And he's had 31 strikeouts, so that will be, well, I guess I have to multiply by 10, don't we, in order for this to work. And he's pitched 50. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so he will get semi-flash. He'll get semi-flash. I was looking at the wrong column. So 50 innings pitched, 50 and 30 strikeouts gives him semi-flash. So he'll get. I won't circle the double. I'll just circle flash and the dot. So struggler, semi-flash. Let's see if he has any control. We're going to check his base on balls numbers. He's walked 20 in 49 innings. So that will probably be not good. 20 walks. Yeah, it's going to be neutral. He will have neither control nor wildness. So that's all he'll get. And how many years has he pitched? Looks like he's 22. He's going to be a prospect. and Stoic. No stolen runs. So here he is. He's going to be Struggler, Semi-Flash, Prospect, and Stoic. Now, granted, these cards don't look beautiful, but they're certainly playable. I could certainly insert him into the game and give him some innings pitched. And looking at the Rockies bullpen, he might actually get some time on the mound. All right, so that's how it works. And that is all I've got. If you've got any questions, you can email us. The set is available. The printed card set, the PDF card set will be available here shortly. As soon as I add that missing quality from the do-it-yourself cards. Next week there'll be no stream. In fact, in the next 2 weeks, it'll be three weeks from then, we'll resume streaming. Sam is taking a little vacation, and a well-deserved vacation. So 3 weeks from tonight, we will have the 2024 Football America preview show. That's right. We're ready to have our own football league starting up again. We'll run down the rosters of all 12 Football America teams, from the projected worst team to the projected best team. We'll count them down from worst to best, and show you who's moved to new teams, who's retired, who the star rookies are, and we may also take a quick look at the X League, which will again be part of the 2024 Football America scene. So that's happening in 3 weeks. Until then, thanks a lot for watching tonight. Appreciate you being here, being part of our community. Please do check out our both the blog recap of the Pro Football Hall of Fame event and the Connect e-newsletter. There's lots of good information and photos and stuff in the recap of the Pro Football Hall of Fame event, and plenty of information about what's happening this fall here at Play Games in the eConnect. So, with that, I'll bid you a fond adieu. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you in a few weeks right here on the Play Games YouTube channel.